Hey guys, Spencer Powell here, and welcome back to Growth Mode, where we are all a work in progress. And in today's video, I want to show you basically why you need to be saving more aggressively. I think a lot of the times we get taught to just put, $100 a month towards your investments and just keep contributing and, wait 50,000 years and you'll have a bunch of money. I want to flip the script a little bit and show you basically why you need to be really aggressive, and especially early on, because this will start to pay some dividends down the road. So let's dive in and look at this example. All right, guys, so let's take a look. I'm just using a compound interest calculator here for the purposes of this example. This one's on NerdWallet, just one that I feel like does a good job. It's super easy to use. So feel free to go around and play with these numbers yourself. So I want to walk you through a scenario of basically taking a small saving and investing approach and then looking at that compounding over a period of time. So a lot of financial gurus and experts will tell you, hey, just, take the $100, put it into, investments, and, let's just say you put it in the stock market or some index funds and figure it'll return 10% a year, and just keep doing that forever and ever. Well, if you look at the numbers, we'll just put in a rate of 10% return. And let's just say you start out with $100 and then you put in $100 a month, and then you're going to do this over a period of several years. And so if we span out 5 years, then that turns into $7,500. And the breakdown there is that $6,100 is actually your contributions. And then in terms of growth, what you've gained on that or this interest is $1,400. So that's $1,400 that you wouldn't have had. Otherwise, it would have just been sitting in the bank and you would have been left with the $6,100. And if you factor in inflation, those $6,100 would be worth a lot less, but that's another topic in another video. So if we take this example and we just look at that $7,500, this seems very simple when I say it out loud, but it's super important. If you just get more aggressive with your savings rate and you can save $500 a month, then basically $500 a month in 1 year is $6,000. And so you've almost gotten there. And so if we change this initial deposit to $500 and then you're contributing $500 every single month and we span out the 5 years, obviously it's going to be more. You've contributed more and it's grown more. And that's $37,000. But the point really that I'm trying to make here is you could have zero growth and you could actually do this for 2 years and you've already got more than just from saving. And that's not investing at all. That's just saying, hey, I'm starting with 500 and I'm going to stack 500 a month. And I'm going to do that for 2 years. And you've already got almost double what you would have if you were just making those little contributions. Now, why am I saying this? Of course, you're adding more every single month. The next number is going to be bigger and faster. This is almost too simple. But here's what happens. If you get really aggressive early, let's just say you can do 1,000 and you can do 1,000 a month, which I would encourage you to do that. And if you can do more, even better. But in a span of 5 years, you've been able to save $61,000. Now, if we actually factor in a return here of 10%, it's going to be 75. But if you're making 10% on this 75,000, that is 7,500. So in 1 year, you're able to achieve what you would achieve over 5 years with saving the $100 a month. And the thing is, if you can get aggressive early and you can get up to 75, 100, 150 grand, that money starting to work for you will actually do a lot more. And you could actually stop contributions or lower your contributions at that point. Like you could cut these to 500 or 300. And because that number, you got there quicker, that will just continue to grow, and it will grow at faster and faster rates. Because obviously 10% on 100 grand is a lot more than 10% on 1,000. And so the point here being, it will be a massive, massive difference if you are able to get really aggressive early, stack up as much cash as you can, invest it. And I'm not telling you if you can't do more than 100, I'm not telling you don't invest that, because you have to start somewhere. but I'm telling you to get more creative, figure out a way to put away more early on. And you'll look back in 5 or 10 years and you go, holy smokes, that made a giant difference in my life. And then if you need to rein it back later, or if stuff comes up and you need to lower your savings rate, like you can do that because you know you've got this pie that's just growing and growing at a faster rate. And it becomes kind of this income snowball, which is the opposite of the debt snowball. So anyway, quick video here, but some food for thought. And I would just encourage you to get creative, think outside the box, figure out ways to skinny up in certain areas in your budget, and really be diligent about saving more aggressively, because you can always take your foot off the gas a little bit later. And as you earn more, then you can, you have more flexibility to increase lifestyle. But really at the beginning, I feel like the big advantage is just to stack the cash and let it start to work for you as early as possible. All right, guys, hope this was helpful. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. And again, it may have seemed almost too logical and too simple, but most people will not take action. And so what I want you to take away from this video is a little bit of motivation and hopefully just the encouragement to say, yeah, it's okay to actually get really aggressive with my savings rates. I think we get really comfortable with these numbers of 10% or even 20%, which I think is great. But my wife and I saved probably 30 or 40% for many, many years. And we just tried to live off of one salary and then just stack the other one away. Still enjoyed our lives. We did fun things, but we were just very intentional about what we were trying to do there. And so even these numbers of 500 or 1,000 a month may seem large. I think at some point we were saving for several years over $2,000 a month. And then if you look at it just over a period of 3, 4, 5 years, that turns into a big number, even without investing it, just saving it. And then after you start investing it, it starts to really snowball. So I hope that this video just gives you the encouragement to get more aggressive with your saving, put yourself on a really good path there. And if you learned something from this video, or it just gave you the kick in the pants to get more aggressive, or it gave you the confidence to go after that, please share it with a friend, hit the subscribe button, and we will see you next time here on Growth Mode.